This episode we head to the Tambo Chicken Races. Yes, chicken races. Before continuing north to Blackall for a swim at the aquatic centre fed by 58-degree artesian bore water. We go to a free tour at Ram Park run by a very charismatic local and then head to Barcaldine for a look around.
G'day, I'm Will.
And here we are.
And this is Luce.
Beautiful! And together we are travelling around Australia in our 1987 Toyota Hiace named Joey.
Woo! Incredible.
So nice, hey?
There we go with that.
Follow along to see these roads we roam. We arrived in Tambo and drove to the free camp to check it out. This area had received around 40 mil of rain overnight, which is very unusual for July, so everything was looking really boggy. We saw this poor bloke trying to dig himself out of the mud, so he stayed on the bitumen and gave him and his caravan a little tug. After pulling that guy out, we tried to find a drier spot for the night, but we almost got bogged too. So we decided it was best to move on to a bitumised rest area further down the highway, but we just had to stay to see the famous Tambo Chicken Races.
Right. Now the girls are coming a little bit louder, a little bit more love. Let's get these ladies. Well done, ladies and gents. You've done your part, all right?
Oh, here they go.
The stars of the show are slowly meandering in. In your own time, ladies. It's not like we've got an entire show based upon you.
These coloured chooks bring people to Tambo from all around the country. Basically, you can bet on a chook to win the race by bidding in the auction for the chook you think will win. You don't get to take it home, of course, but the money from the auction is put into a kitty, half goes to charity and half goes to the owner of the winning chook. We were going to bid, but people were bidding pretty high.
Doing here 250. We got 250. Oh, we got 275. Do we hear 300? We got 300. Do we hear 400? We got 400. 425. Do we hear 450? We got 450. Do we hear 475? We got 475. Do we hear 500? We got $500 in the back there. Do we hear 550? We got 550. Do we hear 600? We got 600. Do we hear 650? We got 600 in the back there. Do we hear? We got a snake in the head. We got $600 in the back there. That was a monumental game of chicken. 650.
Using a remote control car with feed in the bucket at the back, the idea is that the chickens chase it towards the finish line. I think the 40 mil of rain the night before made them a little confused.
Here we go, ladies and gents. We got one and a bit left to go. Absolutely. As we turn the corner, we are on
But by the end, we had a result. It's such a fun little night out and it's for a good cause. Ben's Chicken Racing is at the Royal Karangarra Hotel at 5 p.m. every night during peak season of April to October, and is definitely worth adding to your Outback to-do list.
Hey, Luce is driving.
Driving home the drunk.
Chicken Races got to me.
So we've just left Tambo and we've headed into Blackall. We've actually just pulled up at the aquatic centre now. We're going to go for a swim. They've got some hot water here, but it is a 22-degree day. The sun's shining. Honestly, we could not ask for better weather.
The Blackall Aquatic Centre is just $2 for entry. It has a spa with artesian water that is fed by 58-degree bore water, but there is also a heated 50-metre lap pool to swim in and relax after days of travelling. With toilets and showers there too, it was a great way to spend an afternoon. We walked out feeling relaxed and fresh.
And we stayed at a donation camp in Blackall, which unfortunately was boggy as well. So we stuck to the outside of the park while the ground was still drying up.
The next morning, we just had to check out the tour at Ram Park. At 10 a.m. Monday to Friday, Stewie takes you on a tour of the collection of old buildings, machinery and displays of Blackall's history. Stewie is about as Australian as it gets, super charismatic and a bit cheeky.
And if one is one act as a patient, I'll act as a doctor. Have a look around.
The tour is completely free, but there is a donation box to keep restorations going, which was well worth donating to after the almost 2-hour tour. We definitely worked up an appetite, so it was time for lunch.
So today's pie review here in Blackall. We've got these pies. We've gone for a curry beef and the classic chunky beef and pepper. These ones come from the bakery that's kind of down the back end of town.
It smells so good.
They do. They smell so good. I can't wait to rip in. But I don't know how to say the name of the bakery. It's spelt like that, and I feel like if I had a crack at it, I'd get it wrong. So, but anyway, we're going to throw some tea sauce on the top of these and have a crack. Oh no, bloody bottom's fallen out. The old pastry's a bit soggy. Well, this is a first for Will's pie reviews, the old knife and fork job. The pastry's gone a bit soggy and the bottom blew out. Anyway. Look, honestly, that pastry's a letdown. It's, I'd have to say, I don't know if it's been baked. It just tastes like it feels like it's just come out of the microwave, honestly. As for the filling itself, it's tasty. I'm pretty sure it's just their normal beef pie with a bit of Keen's curry powder added to it. There's no like onion or any of those kind of flavours in there either. Bit disappointing really. I probably can't really rate this any higher than probably a 3 if I'm being honest. So, oh well, still a pie, still a feed. I'm still going to smash it. So, and as for the standard that I get whenever I do these reviews, my favourite pies, can't say the same about this one though. It is also disappointing in the way that the pastry just seems as if it's hit the microwave. I can't fault them. It is a chunky beef pie. Look at the size of the chunks of that. Beef isn't that crash hot, but you know, it is what it is. It's a chunky pie and that's what you're getting, so good, you know, meaty bite. Thought it was meant to be pepper. It is in there, but like, come on guys, the bakeries here in Queensland have just been pretty stingy on the old pepper, but this one, I don't know, the pastry's still a letdown. I'd say it's slightly better than the curry. I'd land this one at maybe a 4. Well, have a go at this. Isn't it just a bloody beautiful morning? Finally got some clear skies. So we've just stayed at a camp just like 2 kilometres east of Barcaldine here. So we're just going to go and explore a few things. Getting around here at Barcaldine, like the Tree of Knowledge, and they've got a big windmill and everything. It's just a really nice and pretty main street. So we'll go for a little cruise down there this morning. And then we've got about 160, 180 k's, something like that, to get to Longreach. So we'll head over there and see what Longreach has to offer. But I think we'll be spending a couple days there.
Yeah, there's lots to do in Longreach. There's 2 museums, and a cruise that we might do. So I think a few days just to stay put in one spot might be a good idea.
Yeah, and catch up on some computer work and some errands and that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. It looks like there's plenty to do in Longreach. It's kind of like the next major town along this Matilda Way.
The Tree of Knowledge is a 10-metre tall ghost gun that was used as the meeting place for shearers during the 1891 strike, and now marks that significant labour struggle in Australia's history.
The shearers were fighting for better pay and working conditions. Although the strike was unsuccessful, it led to the creation of a new political party to represent the working people, which then later on led to the formation of the Labor Party. The actual Tree of Knowledge was poisoned in 2006, but the memorial was opened in 2009 and is now quite an interesting art piece. We had a little look around the town, which had various sculptures and memorials relating to the history of the area before we stumbled across this lookout. Well, isn't this a cool little lookout? Yeah, I know. I don't know exactly what it's looking at other than kind of like the whole town, but yeah, it's just a cool little, I don't know what you'd call it, just a little lookout in the round kind of thing. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Very random.
Very random.
This lookout is a little bit random, but Barcaldine, you are very pretty. We just walked down the main street and there's just so much to look at and so many cute little storefronts, and yeah, it's a really nice little town, hey?
It's very pretty, isn't it?
But we're heading to Longreach now.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
So, to make the best use of time, we've got Luce strapped into the back here doing a bit of work on the computer. I know it looks a bit sketchy, but don't worry, it is actually compliance plated to our vehicle to have the 5 seats. As you can see, she has got a seatbelt on back there.
It's okay.
It's obviously not going to be as comfortable as her riding up front with me, but I'm going to enjoy one of my own podcasts while she sits there and gets some work done. She's got the window cracked and she's got a fan right above her head, but I'm going to enjoy the aircon up front.
Next episode, join us as we spend a few days exploring Longreach.
Remember to subscribe, like and leave a comment. We would love to hear about your favourite small towns you've visited. See you next episode.